hey, congratulations. Third season of Bollywood. Did you even
Thank
expect
you.
this?
We didn't even expect the first, so nope, not third.
So, so with the three seasons already underway, and people Americans will have a chance to watch it on Fuse TV. What do you suppose is the secret to success for your series, Bollywood?
Aside
You
from
want
the family and the chemistry, I think it's just pushing, to the next, keep pushing forward. We keep pushing to the next level. And we don't stop because that's our motto, right, Rube?
Can't stop, won't stop. Nope. I think also being authentic, everything that we do share on screen is genuinely things that are taking place in our life. And I think personally, what's a really key recipe for Bollywood being successful is that it covers two really, important dynamics. It's the fashion, which is huge, and then it's also the family, which is also huge. So for people who, come for the fashion, maybe that's not their thing, they stay for the family and vice versa. So that's been cool.
Now, for the third season that Americans will have yet to watch, and we will get to watch, is that it takes a different turn because now India is actually a showcase for this. Tell us about your initial experiences to India because I know you folks work so hard, so this is a chance to get away out of Canada, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I was like, Rube and I have the same face because it was, although we love India and we love being there, but it's definitely not a vacation. It's just more work.
Yep, absolutely. India is it's a wild beast and an incredible one at that. So when we're there, we're having the time of our lives, but we are getting so much work done, so much business done. So it's not necessarily a vacation. However, this is the first time that all our family members have collectively gotten on a plane and traveled together for an extended period of time anywhere ever. So despite it being predominantly a work trip, we did try to just connect and be together and really take advantage of all of us being together somewhere out of Canada.
Well, this season's is also very special. Is because the parents' 40th anniversary, and you folks did something very, very special with the family over there of the I Do Redo episode, and I can't stop hearing about that on the internet. Can you tell us about how emotional was going through that process and witnessing that of the parents, doing a wedding over there in India?
To answer your question, very emotional because I don't think there's that many children out there that get to experience what we've experienced. Our parents, not just renewing vows, but getting the full shebang, the full big fat Indian wedding, just as, as a first time married couple would get. So for them to actually get this dream wedding that they've always talked about, from the henna party to the haldi party, the dad's got a bachelor party happening. So we got to really celebrate all the rituals and customs that mom and dad didn't have at their first wedding. So I think it was such a privilege and such a blessing for us to be part of it and just witness this once in a lifetime opportunity with 40 horses and elephants and you name it, we had it.
It's definitely a blessing. I think at the end of the day, all we really leave with and carry with us are memories, and these were fantastic ones to build with mom and dad, for mom and dad. And I know it's something that they'll never forget and they'll always carry with them. So that was incredible. And we really, really thank CBC for that opportunity.
For the both of you, you helped out thousands of couples with their weddings. So how did you help out with the parents on this wedding? I mean, what kind of fashion decisions did you have to end up making for them? Or did you contribute? Did they choose it themselves?
Yeah, I mean, they're fashion moguls themselves, right? So I think they made all the fashion decisions with respect to what they want to wear, and precisely so because mom didn't get to the first time around. She wore what was given to her. So I think what the only true contribution Johnny and I had was encouraging her to go all out. She was a little hesitant, she was a little shy, and we said, Mom, just go all out, leave no table unturned, no stone uncovered. And she did, I think.
Yeah,
She
she
went all
definitely
out.
had her reservations. To give you some backstory, she definitely had her hesitations of like, I'm in my 60s. I don't need to be wearing a full bridal outfit. I don't need to be doing red. So I think that's exactly where we just were in her corner and encouraging her and just reminding her that, hey, this is what we've been talking about. You didn't get your turn the first time. You didn't even get to pick your outfit, let alone have that full bridal gown. So this time you must, follow through with it.
Yep.
And then for dad, I mean, there's no question. He's got his own fashion sense. I'm not surprised that he picked hot pink as his outfit. Not at all, but we definitely knew that he would be saying, "Hey guys, cookies here." And that's exactly what he did.
And of course, like we mentioned at the beginning of this conversation, this is still a work trip, and the fashion industry of India is where your roots are actually at. Tell us about, revisiting the home country, visiting the factories, and learning about fashion. Are fashion quite different between India and Canada for South Asians?
Yes, absolutely. Um, every time we go to India, even though we're so immersed in this world and our knowledge of Indian clothing and Indian embroideries is quite vast to begin with, but every time we go to India, we always learn something new. We learn a new type of fabric, we learn a new type of embroidery, a new fashion trend. And so these trips are so important. They're not just to get work done, but it's a form of education for us as well. The day that you think you've seen it all and you've known it all, you're going to stop growing in your field. So we really take advantage of these trips and we all come back, I would say, more educated and more well versed than when we
And
left.
refreshed. We all come back power charged to, take on the next level in the business. So I
Mhm.
think that we all need that little dosage of India and it works out. It works in magic.
And of course, one of the things that a big thing that's happening in the third season is the fashion show, because you've done fashion shows in Canada, and I remember you've done a fashion show in New York. So tell us about that venture of doing a fashion show in India, because I've heard it's a different type of beast over there.
You have to keep in mind, Indian fashion hits India first. So whatever we present, they've already seen. And usually the trends kind of start out of India and then we grasp them and we pass them on to our clients. So it was a mission to be in India and to still get ahead of the trends and to find something that would still surprise and excite the Indian clientele as well. So it was a greater challenge than ever, I would say. And then they also have Bollywood, right? So Bollywood is what inspires Indian fashion incredibly so. And they're so immersed in Bollywood. Mumbai is the home of Bollywood. So our work was cut out for us, for sure.
But we were definitely able to impress the crowd because we brought our couture line. We brought that to life. And I think just blending the two, like the fusion wear, it's something that different.
Mhm.
The type of, again, Bollywood fashion, it comes out of Mumbai. So they were a hard crowd to impress, but I think with our fusion wear and our couture line, they were impressed.
I mean, because Johnny and I do bring something refreshing and different to the table that none of them have. We do have that Canadian lens, born and raised, and just that Western influence that we really like to infuse into our couture line. So we were able to surprise them there.
And one of the things that I do love about this show, especially in the previous seasons, is I have no idea how you organize everything inside that building with all the fabrics, with all the clothes. What's the secret that you could actually still find things for yourselves and for customers?
Great question. Johnny, I'll let you take the lead on this.
Yeah, that is a great question. It's actually I was just asked that question over the weekend because we were, working with a couple of clients all at once, and each client has a different requirement. And one of the customers exactly the same question: how do you know where everything is? I think we know our own mess, we know our own chaos. But we definitely have our systems. We've got our sections, our store divided into sections, and within sections we've got our subsections. So I think it's just a matter of product knowledge, making sure that we know where everything is, and um, it works. Our system works for us.
And I think it's also like our love and passion for the clothing.
Yes.
So I know this might sound terrible to say, but sometimes when I'm trying to recollect a client of mine, I will first look at the outfit we created for them. And then as soon as I see that outfit and the details of the outfit, I instantly remember the client. So I do think there's so much in our store, but because we are so tuned into everything, we remember it all. Yeah, we're really excited when these pieces come in. We instantly take in the fabric, the colors, the embroideries, and they make that impression on us, and then we kind of know where it all is
It's so
somehow.
true. Even when we're looking for a single piece, like I think this outfit would be perfect for client XYZ.
Yes.
And just give me a moment, I'll be right back. And you gotta go find it, and you know exactly where it is. And it's the
Mhm.
perfect outfit for that person.
And for the both of you, you stick around in this industry for such a long time because I could tell that you bring joy to these couples that come into the store. Is that the reason why it keeps on you keep on going and doing this business?
Definitely. I mean, mom and dad have been doing, in the business for 40 years. And I think what our generation, so Roop, Chandan, and I, what we find even more heartwarming is that when the parents are coming along with their sons and their daughters and say, I got my outfit here 40 years ago from your mom and dad. And now we're
Yes.
here for my daughter, my son. I think that is just, that's beyond a compliment. The fact that it's our clothing are heirlooms, but then they actually become an heirloom with us and they grow the family with us. And nothing beats that. So definitely
Yeah.
the joy.
And it's hard not to be excited and thrilled. These clients are trusting us with the biggest, most important day of their lives. So a lot's riding on it, and we are so thankful that they do trust us with it, and we don't take it lightly. And at the end of the day, it's all celebratory, it's festive, so it's hard not to be excited. It's a fun industry to work in.
Most excellent. And one last thing, because this year is also another special year because it celebrates the 40th anniversary of the store. Tell us about the big plans because it hasn't happened yet because I believe it's in October is your 40th anniversary. So tell us about your big plans or what you think the big plans are going to be because of things change, right?
So I'm just laughing because we have something called an anniversary sale. And it started, I would say, at mom and dad's, like at the store's 30th anniversary. So at that point, we were offering 30% off to all our clients. Come 31 years, 31%, 32 years, 32%. So now last year we did a 39% discount. And although we're so blessed and excited that the store is growing and it's here for another year, there's dad getting more and more sour that this discount is constantly going up. And he's like, why should I be punished for being successful for 40 years? I don't want to give 40% off. So I know the biggest challenge with this 40th anniversary, we need to sit dad down and convince him to let us do the sale yet again. That's the only thing I have in my mind right now. Johnny, you got anything?
That's a great one because it's definitely something that we're gonna have to convince dad. But I think it's continuing to grow the business, multiple locations. How can we market more more clientele, more larger audience? So improving our online sales, how can we really market to worldwide? We
Mhm.
already do our virtual consultations worldwide, so that's already done. But how do we now again scale it and take it to the next step? I think these are all things that we have in the works to celebrate and launch for our 40th anniversary. So stay
Well,
tuned.
we will, and everyone's going to have a chance here in the United States to check it out on Fuse TV. So thank you very much to the both of you, and congratulations on the third seasons. Can't wait to see how you, as the next generation, bring this business and convince the parents to change just a little bit.
We're still
Thank you.
convincing. It's in process.
Just luck. Take care. All the best.
Thank you,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
thank you.